Okay, it is Friday, officially the first week of Q4. It is October 6th, 2023. And today's coaching lesson is going to help position you when you are reaching out to your real estate partners. How do you show them your value? What are the things that you can help them with based off their number one pain points and perhaps what could potentially be the biggest expense in their business, which I would say is their client retention rate. So, I have been going across the country this entire year giving different talks to large groups of real estate professionals. And I've been a lot better at honing in on my listening skills and really seeking what are the top producers doing that is allowing them to win even in today's market. No surprise. What would y'all assume was their number one response of where they're getting most of their business right now? It's their sphere of influence. Sometimes that's lumped together with social media, their database, but ultimately it's making sure that they're staying top of mind with their clients and really honing in on those post-closing activities so that they can increase their relist rate or their client retention rates. I'm about to show you on my screen, which is the relist rate over a 5-year period of the top agents in a certain MLS, looking at their total sales from their sphere of influence. So I'll go ahead and share my screen. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you all today is imagine if you could get better at your post-closing follow-up and value add that would sandwich in helping your referral sources stay in front of their clients and potentially help increase their relist rate by you partnering with them and being a true partner, not a vendor, but a partner that helps them with the biggest expense or the biggest cost for them post-closing. So let me dive in. So you can see these are the 5 different agent teams that we looked at. And again, this was over a 5-year period, and we were trying to measure the relist percentage that came from their sphere of influence. You can see if I back up, this came from presentation I gave where 89% of consumers say that they would use their agent again, but only 12% actually do. This was from NAR. And so I started to think, okay, if only 12% actually do, I'm sure this doesn't apply. Like this stat isn't probably evenly distributed with the top performers versus the lower performers. So then I dug a little bit deeper and I saw, okay, if we're really talking about client retention rate, which by the way, also happens to be a pain point for a lot of loan officers. It's like, how do we measure what are the top performers versus the average agent? What is that difference of the retention rate? And what I found was this is 4 times better. So top performers, no surprise, are much better at the post-closing strategy when it comes to nurturing their database, staying top of mind, leveraging things like social media, using email with a strategy, not just canned email marketing that doesn't offer value. So if you're still running the same email campaigns in 2023, I would say you probably need to go back and audit those email campaigns because the market should always dictate your marketing. Now we're in a different market than 2021. So quit running plays from 2021. We got to run plays that actually work. So we know that the top performers, if they're doing a 4 times better job at this, then what are they doing that's different? And so doing pop buys, that's not the only way to provide value to your clients post-closing. This is what we need to get through to our agent partners that it's doing social media, it's doing community events, it's doing direct mail, it's doing personal handwritten notes, it's texting, it's calling, it's doing annual asset reviews for clients, holiday parties. This is a really good book that one of my clients, Ben Lemon, suggested to me. I actually recorded myself reading this book, the first 2 chapters, because you could read just those first 2 and get enough of the book. So if you guys want my YouTube link, I think it's unlisted because Hooked on Phonics didn't work for me, guys. I do my best when it comes to reading those chapters, but never lose a customer again. This was a phenomenal book. And so this could be a book study that you do with your partners and then help them build out this plan post-closing. Like, how would you rank from a scale from 1 to 10? How would you rank your current post-closing transaction strategy of, and they may do the whole 33 touch. I know that's a big Keller Williams thing, but beyond just the 33 touches, like how are you intentionally and proactively reaching out to your sphere and not just a salesy way, like not just when you need something. Okay. I highly recommend you take this quarter to help them launch what it could look like in 2024. This would be valuable to your partners. And you guys can use these slides if you want. Just let us know. Okay, let's get back to the screen here. So this shows you total sales volume and commission made, which this is what most people track. Like this column is the hidden column that if they were just a little bit better, like this is the total amount in lost commission for not being better at the post-closing process of your client retention rates. Yeah, these numbers look great, 58%, 58%, 47%. But to me, I'm more curious of those who relisted that didn't use you and why didn't they use you? And how much extra dollars in commission could you help your agents earn by helping them get better and partnering with them on the post-close? So that's what I want you to see here. Agent one, 58%. This was their total sales volume. Again, this was over a 5-year period. This was the total commission made, but this is how much was lost. So even if you help them get a quarter of that, this is a great thing to get good at when you are meeting with agents and they're like, do you offer leads? How many times do you guys get asked that? Do you guys give any leads back? So here is a great opportunity to show, you know what? We don't actually generate leads back, but we do on average generate X amount in commissions returned by our post-closing strategy. Would that be of interest to you? So one of the things that could also help them is how to get better on social media. Like I probably hear quite frequently, like, Deborah, WTF. And WTF not meaning what you think it means, but WTF meaning like where to focus. There's so many platforms. Which one should I focus on? And I'll wrap it up with this slide. So this shows you based off the total usage of social media platforms for adults, so that's 18 years and older in the United States. This is last year's data from 2022 to 2023. We can see Facebook is still number one. That is where most people still today have their biggest following. I get asked quite a bit, should I have a personal Facebook, a business page? I still say you need to have both, even though most will never follow a business page because they worry about phantom ads and just that feels like sales and marketing, but it's still important to have for SEO and for if you are running ads or you're looking at your analytics and insights, you can get reviews on a business Facebook page. So I still say you should have both, but if you go onto Facebook and you click these 3 little dots, it will drop down this menu here. And you're going to want to make sure you have professional mode on. I would teach your real estate partners how to do this. Okay, again, you go to the 3 little dots on Facebook and you turn on professional mode. The reason why you do this is now you can get followers. This is like a fan page where you still can't schedule out content on a personal profile, even with professional mode turned on. But now if you're at max friend capacity, you can have people follow you. You will still show in their feed as a follower. You still won't be able to go more than 5,000 friends. They send you a friend request, just tell them to follow you instead. The professional mode also gives you insights on your posts to see which posts are resonating more with your clients. And this is when you typically see like it as a category, which you don't have to add this. If you had digital creator, you could choose like what category you fall in, but they 100% should turn on professional mode because no different than say Elon Musk. Okay, Elon Musk could make a post, the same post on his personal account versus Tesla, and he's going to get way more interaction on his personal post on that feed because of just pure delivery. When it's delivered on a personal page, it feels like you're informing and sharing. A business page, it immediately goes into your selling and marketing. So step number 1, make sure that the professional mode is turned on with Facebook. The second largest platform is YouTube. Not a surprise here. Google owns YouTube. We really need to put the squeeze and possibly provide solutions for our agent partners of how to build out their YouTube channel. I usually say a good place to start is with the most frequently asked questions that they get. Those could be the first place that you start recording video. I also like to think of YouTube as like Netflix, where you have different genres, whether it's comedy, documentary, reality TV. So same thing with your YouTube channel. You could have moving to Dallas, Texas, or testimonials, or downsizing or upsizing. So you want to compartmentalize with different playlists. That way people can lock and load and just get lost in that playlist, because at the end of the day, humans are lazy. They're not going to want to search all through your YouTube channel to try to find the exact videos that are going to align with their current need. Make it easy for them with playlists. What I don't love about YouTube is it's not as good as, say, Instagram with creating community with conversations. Now Instagram has the broadcast channels. They have more DMs that are being sent where content is being shared in the DMs over the amount of posts being made. So if you're only judging your success on social between likes and comments, you're missing the boat. Like those aren't even weighted the same that they used to. What you want to see is you want to look at your insights and see how many saves and how many shares. That is the gold. It's really hard to get those, but if you have someone saving your content, that means they're going back to it for later. Or if they're sharing it, they could be sharing it to the DMs with somebody. And it could be someone who never posts themselves, but they just use the DMs almost like a text messaging app. So if your agents ask, where do we focus? Where should we be doing those daily non-negotiable activities? I would say start with the top platforms where most of the human attention is in a day. And so Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, depending on your political beliefs or whatever with TikTok. I still think TikTok is a great place to get in front of the younger demographics. It is seen still more of an entertainment app where people go to escape, but I go to TikTok probably more so than YouTube now to learn just short bite-sized pieces. I don't want to have to watch an hour-long YouTube video where there's so much fluff in the video. Like I just want the meat and potatoes. So don't discount TikTok. But that is my lesson today. I want to help you guys get in front of more real estate partners. I also want you to be able to stand out as a partner, not just a vendor. And I can tell you, it's no surprise that their number one source of business for agents right now is their sphere. So how do we help them stay in front of their sphere? Part of that is social media, but part of it is also actually building out a strategy post-closing. So even if you have to get one of these, which just tell me if you guys want one, here's like Q4, which was something that we had created for some talks that we were giving. But it's like, okay, what are the things that we must do? And let's write it out. What's the email campaign? Maybe we set little reminders that, okay, it's been 90 days since closing. Make sure you check in with the client, see how the move was. Do they need a vendor list? Do they need any quick renovations or a painter, whatever it could be? But let's craft like a 12-month strategy and help our partners recoup missed opportunity. The missed opportunities of commissions. That's the conversations I want you to get great at for this last quarter. And as always, if you guys need any extra help, I ain't hard to find, as Deion Sanders would say. All right, y'all take care.